Hey guys, I am doing part two of healing from insecurities. And this one is going to be how it starts. So first we have to identify that we have insecurities. So that being said, something that I learned early on when everything started to deteriorate in my life, that I was extremely insecure and I didn't realize I was insecure. So I have a book that I read. It was called Healing from Rejection. And rejection has a lot to do with insecurities as well. But I was the type of person that I hid behind perfectionism. I had to look perfect. Everything had to be perfect, like my weight, my hair, my teeth, had to be really white. My skin had to be perfectly bronzed and my makeup. And, so I had to look perfect. And then I had to make sure my house was perfectly organized. I was a perfect cook. Everything was perfectly seasoned. And, it was like everything had to be perfect. And I hid behind the perfectionism. But really, rejection and insecurities go hand in hand. So that was because I was extremely insecure. So I was hiding behind the perfectionism to make myself feel secure in something, okay, which were all that. Um, there also was other traits like, I mean, common sense, insecurities, and rejection go hand in hand with a lot of things. Addiction, it goes into maybe sexual promiscuity. Okay, people just automatically think that if a woman is promiscuous, that she is, you know, I don't want to use the word, but you get my drift. And really, that's insecurity, that's rejection that they're trying to hide behind. So, what we have to do is we have to identify whether or not we have insecurities. And a lot of the time we do. How do we respond to people? Do we get extremely defensive? Do we have offense behind our communication? Do we have ways of handling certain situations, like where maybe we're insecure about a topic, so we avoid talking about something because we're insecure over it, so we hide behind having certain conversations? Do we try to keep peace instead of make peace? So, in other words, we people please. This has to do with insecurities. Maybe, like, something that, I'm starting to learn is we can people please and it can be a hidden way of doing it. But all of this actually stems from insecurities and rejection and all the things. So step one for healing from rejection is we have to identify that there's a problem. Are you afraid to be around certain people and have them think certain things about you if you don't do certain things or dress a certain way? Again, insecurities. Like, this can go so in depth, guys. I'm trying to just like kind of wing it here, but we have to identify that there is a problem. Okay, we have to identify that we have a problem that needs to be corrected. Okay, so this obviously takes time, and insecurity, in my opinion, is just as bad as being cocky and arrogant, because you can never do all that God wants you to do if you're extremely insecure, because God wants us to be bold, He wants us to be confident. So the first thing God did with me is identified that I was insecure and where my insecurities were hidden and where I was hiding the insecurities with trying to be perfect and things like that. So that's the step one of healing from insecurities. And then in the next one, I will get into what God did next with me. I hope that this blessed you. I hope that it helped you, because insecurity is definitely something that takes a long time, and it's hard to heal, but it definitely can be done. So I hope that this blessed you, and I will see you in my next video, guys. God bless. Bye.